UFC 281 pay-per-view. I went 10 for 13. I lost the Carolina Gomez fight, Michael Trezano, Sungwoo Choi, Carlos Ulberg, and Nikolai Negromano. Sylvanas Gomez won that third round. If you go back and watch rounds 2 and 3, she won that. And the commissioner changed the scorecards on 2 judges' scorecards right in front of everybody on camera of their round 3s and changed it to the other. It's pretty messed up. Michael Trezano, I thought about picking him before the card started, and because he missed weight, and last fight of his contract, I thought he could be purposely missing weight to come in and fight a different kind of fight, but he came to scrap. But I did pick Choi, so. And I thought Nikolai Negromano would look better, but he got calf kicked, and it really changed the way he was moving instantly. So it was a good performance by Carlos Ulberg. I originally had Carlos Ulberg when I first thought about the fight, then I switched over to Negromano. So I was 3 out of 6 of my underdogs. I was 10 for 13 for the night, which isn't that bad. So Montel Jackson versus Julio Arce went just as expected. Thought Arce could have let his hands go a little bit more, but thought that fight went how exactly it should. Matt Frevola KOs Otman Azatar. I thought that could have went just like that as well. So Matt was one of my underdogs. I think Otman had a chance of winning as well, so he was pretty cheap. Turman did really well. I thought he arguably won the first 2 rounds, but then Petroski really put it on him. Pride rules. The guy who finished the fight wins. I have no problems with that decision at all. He definitely won the fight. Aaron Blanchfield looked amazing. Thought that fight was great. Dominic Reyes got knocked out with a jab. I called his chin was questionable, but the right hand that was coming afterwards was definitely going to knock him out too. Renato Moicano comes out and bullies Brad Riddell, shows him no respect, gets in his face, and beats him up. I do not think Brad Riddell is a UFC caliber fighter unless he decides to drop down in a weight class or 2. He's not big enough for his division. Called it. Dan Hooker looked good. Defended the knee bars. Bounced back. Got a win over Claudio Puelles. KO round 2. Looked good. Like I said, I thought about picking Edgar with my heartstrings, but I had a feeling Chris Gutierrez would knock him out with something. So I was right. So I picked Dustin Poirier in a straight bet, but I wasn't surprised if Chandler was going to catch him with a punch early and or wrestle him. I was actually surprised he did try to use his wrestling last night. Weili Zhang looked perfect last night. Great performance. Carly came in really out of shape. I don't know if she was paid to lose a fight or whatever the case may be, or if she was injured, but it looked like she just tanked that fight. I called Alex over Izzy. He's 3-0 against him now. You got to go with the track record. He beat up the legs and body well, which paid dividends later. He kind of gassed out after the grappling, but caught his breath after each round. It's crazy that Alex recovered after that KO punch after the first round. The punch that followed after that was dirty, though.